You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Margot Gray with your 48 Fastcast. This is our digital version of your top headlines in a short, fast newscast. We'll get you out of here in just a few minutes. So let's start in Lauderdale County, where nearly 30 dogs were just seized from the same address where over 80 dogs were found earlier this year. So the dogs were seized at a home on County Road 6, where Teresa Kuntz was accused of holding 82 dogs. This is just back in January. She was charged with 82 counts of animal cruelty, but the case was dismissed after she agreed to surrender those dogs and agreed to future searches of her property without a warrant needed. She was also never to have dogs again. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office just confirmed these 30 dogs belong to her. WAFF 48's Aria Pons will have much more on this story starting for you at 4 o'clock on TV, so be sure to tune in for those updates. Now over to Morgan County, where this woman, a jailer, is facing charges in an ongoing investigation involving illegal jail contraband. Officials say Morgan County Jail Corporal Kimberly Woodruff was arrested and charged with promoting prison contraband. She now sits in the Morgan County Jail, this time behind bars though. And after 24 hours of continuous voting, President Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill just passed the U.S. Senate. So Vice President J.D. Vance had to issue that tie-breaking vote to push this bill over the line. While Republicans are celebrating its passage, there is hard work still ahead to complete it just yet. The bill now heads back to the House of Representatives before it goes to President Trump's desk. The president is hoping to sign it by that self-imposed Independence Day deadline.
Well, finally, a front is moving in, and it's going to change the weather, change the air mass out, bring us drier air and no thunderstorms probably through the early part of the weekend. We have some showers, a few thunderstorms to the north, also towards Fayetteville, just over Timms Ford Lake. So not the best lake weather there. At least it won't be here in about an hour or so. But all this activity is going to continue to push in our direction here across North Alabama. We do expect some scattered showers and storms. We do not expect any severe weather. Some heavy rainfall, gusty winds, maybe up to 30 miles an hour. Pretty much what we have seen already the last several days. It's currently 90 in Huntsville, Athens, and close to that. In the Shoals, your grilling forecast. Look for some isolated thunderstorms all the way through about 8 o'clock. Everything tracking from the north to the south. It's on the move, though, so it's not going to last as long from one backyard to the next as it has as of late. So expect maybe a ½ inch of rain. We'll talk more about this forecast that's drying out and heating up coming up.
All right. Well, the next time you see a garbage truck in the city of Huntsville, there might be a new addition attached to the side of it. I'll tell you what that will be and how it's actually supposed to help the city after this short break. Okay, how about this? The city of Huntsville is looking to bring in new technology to help spot property violations. Council members say they are receiving numerous messages about violations such as garbage and overgrown grass, just nuisance properties out there. Now they're considering adding artificial intelligence cameras to garbage trucks to help spot these violations across the city. With violations going unnoticed for months at a time, leaders say these cameras will actually help cover a lot of ground.
Community Development has 6 or 7 inspectors that cover various districts, save miles on their trucks. Our garbage trucks are going to be on every road every day, picking up trash. And so it just kind of brings any issue back to community development a lot quicker.
There has been some pushback from people saying that this may violate privacy. They're still looking into this. This project is still in the early stages. An official proposal is in the works. We'll let you know.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
A weak frontal boundary is coming in from the north. Ahead of it, plenty of sunshine. Very hot and humid, 90 degrees. That's just about average for this time of year, though. Quick check of the radar. Big thunderstorm here on Timms Ford Lake. Nothing severe, just heavy rain, but it is moving rather quickly, so that's some good news. So a quick half-inch of rain there. And then this line up here near Columbia is tracking off to the east-southeast. It's a little bit more ragged on the western side. We do not expect any severe weather with this as it moves in. This is our last chance of rain for probably 4 days, so that's a nice break. Down on the Gulf Coast, they probably won't get a break there until Thursday, but overall the 4th of July looks pretty good. In fact, the weekend, nothing out of the ordinary for this time of year if you're going down to the Gulf Coast. Our weather over the next 12 hours, we'll call it, down to 82 at 7 o'clock. Thunderstorm chances will increase between 4 and 7 o'clock, and then they're gone as we go past 9 o'clock tonight. Quick hour by hour. Here's 5 o'clock. The thunderstorms are tracking near Columbia. Will be in this area. Will be near Fayetteville, Pulaski, tracking to the east-southeast, and perhaps a little bit more development along and just south of the Tennessee River. As we get past 7 o'clock in this area, will quickly move to the south and east, and it'll be gone. So you can finally get some dry weather out there. Really nice start to the day on Wednesday. Upper 60s, low 70s. The humidity drops throughout the day. Even though it's a light north wind, it's enough of a north wind to cool us off just a bit. As far as the humidity goes, it's still going to be hot. It's July after all. 88 in Florence and Huntsville. Arab 84. That's around 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But this northwest wind is going to be huge as far as the changes here across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. The evenings will be more comfortable. The morning hours will be more comfortable. May get back to your jogging or walking routine, or at least you'll be able to do that just a little bit longer out there without wearing yourself out or sweating. Sweating too much, I should say. Rain chances come back Sunday. 20%. Right now it doesn't look too bad. The 10-day forecast looks really nice, typical for this time of year. 93 for the 4th of July, and rain chances becoming isolated as we go into next week. We'll talk more about this coming up at 4, 5, and 6.
That's right. So that'll do it for your Fastcast, but we'll be back here online in just a few minutes with Before the 4 with AJ. And don't forget to join us on air at 4 o'clock on TV. And of course, if there's anything that breaks, any breaking news, we'll have it for you at 4, 5, 6, and 10. We'll have you covered. Have a good afternoon.